Bonjour, you fucking cunts. Welcome back to some fucking Saints Row 2. Now, today, we're going to be talking about fucking breastfeeding. I've got a lot to talk about on this. Hang on, let me just turn my fucking light on. 2 seconds.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you.
Right there, hello. Yeah, so, I was watching, Bartians, right? And they're basically a YouTube channel, and they do, different, like, segments. Like, different sort of mini shows, if you will. And, one of them is this thing called, Sharticles, where they basically look at really weird or really terrible fucking news articles that are just, like, complete shit. And, one of them they were doing was about... There was a story about this woman. What the fuck? Why is this glowing? Oh yeah, because it's under attack or something. Huh? It's about this woman who was breastfeeding in public, right? And this other woman came up to her and said, you know, can you please go somewhere else and do that? Because you're distracting my husband, which I don't know what that really means. She's like distracting her husband. Is he like taking a peek or some shit? Or is he getting put off his food? I don't know. We need more context for that, I think, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not talking about the article itself. I'm talking about breastfeeding as a thing. In public mainly. I know I've tapped a bit on it about like incest and all that shit. Watch one of my GTA videos for that. I think it's called, I think it's the one called Real Life Motherfuckers. But yeah. Let's have a look here. Which mission could I do? I guess I'll just go up here and do whatever this is for now, because I need to concentrate to talk about shit. So, right, so, whatever. Oh yeah, so she says, whatever, you distract my husband, can you please move? And then this woman who's breastfeeding says to the other woman, fuck off, and then she basically squirts that woman with her breast milk, which is pretty fucked up. And then that's the end of the story. I don't know what happens after that, but yeah, so basically this woman wasn't happy with this other woman breastfeeding in public, right? So we're going to talk about that now. That's just a little segue into it. So oh yeah, and then Barry, one of the hosts, asks her Ashens. I think it's Ashens. Fuck. Shit. Gang lieutenants. Okay. Wait, there's cops here. If there's cops here, why aren't they doing shit? Ah. Oh, great. Luckily, I think they have a warp to shore thing on this. Yeah. Okay. And, geez, 5! Yeah, so Barry asks her Ashens or whatever. I think it's Ashens, I don't know. I'm pretty shit at it. I watched it for years and I can't even fucking remember. Because there's something that sounds familiar. There's something that sounds familiar to his name and I don't know what it is, but anyway, he asks Ashens, like, how do you feel about breastfeeding in public? And he says, yeah, I'm alright with it. I mean, it's a natural thing, you know. Babies need to be fed and all that. And, so that, I was chopping up these branches, right? And, don't worry about that, but I was chopping up branches, just thinking about the subject, like breastfeeding and all that shit. What the fuck? Three out of 5? Well, I killed like 2 there, didn't I?
While details remain sketchy at best, early reports have said Troy Bradshaw is handling the investigation.
So yeah, that got me thinking about it. Nice, reclaimed. Okay, that's cool. Oh no, I just smoked the weed. I just smoked the weed. That sounds so fucking weird. Smoked the blunt or whatever the fuck. So, yeah, so I don't know how really where to start. So, I wrote a few notes here, like I said in my last video. Let me just turn that off. So, one thing, alright, one thing is that, you know, he said it's, right, hang on, yeah, he said, so let's go where he stopped. Wait, no, fuck, and, right, fuck that shit. Right, so I'll just go by my notes actually, and I might segue into other stuff on the notes if I can. So one of the things, right, is basically to breastfeed, a woman has to get her breast out in public, right, to feed her baby. Now there is a law against that, at least in the United Kingdom, or Wales, that you know, that's public indecency. You can't. You know, you can't have people just walking around with their fucking genitals out or shit like that. And you could ask, why is that a problem? I think it's because, like, if everyone is walking around like that, I think there'll be a lot of, like, sex crimes would be really fucking high. I mean, molestation, rape, I think all of that would just go fucking really high. I have no evidence to back that up, but that's what I'm assuming would happen. And that's why there's a law in place to stop it from happening. So that's why, I don't know. Yeah, but you know, you'd get arrested for that, I think. But anyway, yeah. So that's public indecency for one thing, because again, the breasts out in public. So, and you never hear about like women breastfeeding in public getting arrested or something, which is weird. And then you could say, well, you know, they kind of have to do it to keep the baby. You know, healthy, fit and healthy. If the mother doesn't want to feed her like cow shit, if you're feeding your kid cow shit, that's pretty bad. But yeah, you get, you know what I mean. But yeah, so you could say, yes, you know, if the baby's hungry, they need to be fucking fed, and you know, it's a natural thing, so it's alright to do it, you know. But let me tell you something. One thing, right, is that if I'm a man, right, and if I needed the toilet, which is a natural thing, I needed to piss or shit. Let's just say a piss, for argument's sake. I needed a piss, right, and I was out in public. Now, if I like went into a alleyway or something and had a piss, and a cop saw me, or someone phoned the cops and wherever, I would probably be arrested for public indecency, right? Even if I'm in an alleyway with my dick whipped out. I'm in an alleyway, I'm trying to stay away from people, but if someone sees me, then shit, you know. But I'll get done for public indecency probably, and maybe put on the sex offenders list for having my penis out in public. But these women who breastfeed, they don't get put on the sex offenders list, do they? I don't think so anyway. I haven't heard of anyone getting done for that or being arrested for breastfeeding in public, so you know, that is basically the faults of being a man. You always get like, there was like, no, I'm getting off topic now, bro. Maybe I'll talk about that in the next video soon. And I'm not really doing jack shit right now, but that's because I'm trying to concentrate about this topic to get out of my fucking head. But yeah, so I would probably get arrested for on a sex offenders list. Maybe even, you know, be seen as a paedophile if I'm like if I'm peeing in that alleyway like a mile away from a school or something. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's one thing. And peeing is natural. Like if I'm desperate and I need to do it, then and there's no toilets around, you know what I mean? Then how come women can breastfeed but I can't piss in a fucking alleyway? You know what I mean? But you could say people don't want to pissing on their property, but I mean, if it's like in a bush somewhere, you know. But anyway, wherever. So another thing is that, you know, they're breastfeeding in public and they're saying, you know what, my baby needs to be fucking fed. Well, let me tell you fucking something. If I need to piss, I don't just whip my dick out and piss fucking everywhere. I knew one kid who pissed on his fucking walls, but that's because he was a fucking, he is a fucking prick. And he just thought it was funny because he's fucking Down syndrome. But anyway, yeah, I don't just do that. I go to a toilet, right? And you know what? These fucking women breastfeeding in fucking public, I'm pretty sure they fucking know there's a lot of fucking changing rooms for babies to fucking go. You know what I mean? So why don't you go into one of those, breastfeed your little baby, and then you know you can go out in public and be happy again because the baby's been fed and all that shit's been dealt with, you know? Or at least, if you're that desperate and you feel like, fuck, this baby needs to be fucking fed right this motherfucking second, you know? If it's that desperate, okay, why don't you just, like, put your coat over the baby or something and your breasts? Or, you know, like at the beach, like if you need to get changed at the beach, you put a towel around yourself or some shit, you know? Like... Now, what happens if I say, right? Hang on, let me, yeah, so, to be honest, I think breastfeeding, if pissing in an alleyway, you know, is illegal, technically, then I think breastfeeding should be, you know. Because there's this constant argument about is breastfeeding alright in public, and, you know, lots of people say, yeah, whatever, but fuck it. So... shit, I've actually covered quite a bit, actually. Fuck. I've actually covered it all. What? Jeez. Oh yeah, this is the other thing I was going to talk about. What happens if I say, you know what? I'm alright with breastfeeding, right? Because I get to see some free fucking breasts in public. And you know what? If I sat there, right, and a woman got her fucking breasts out to feed a baby, and I was having a good look, I was like, yeah, baby, show me those fucking breasts. But yeah, but if I said that, right, and the woman breastfeeding was like, okay, I know that's a bit fucking, I'll probably go on a sex offenders list for that, but I'm just saying, in a scenario, right, if someone was like that, and I was looking at this woman's breasts, because she just got them out, like, and she said, you know, stop looking at me, you fucking pervert, or some shit. I'd be like, if you don't want to fucking look at them, don't put them on show. You know what I mean? Because you always see these women with like clothes, maybe men sometimes, you know, where it's like really, really short shorts, or, you know, like basically really low cut necklines, whatever it's called, to show off a bit more skin. Now they wouldn't be wearing those if they didn't want people to look on them, right? Maybe they want to wear them for fashion, but I mean, come on. You wouldn't, if you didn't want people to look at you, you wouldn't wear those clothes, I don't think, where you show off like your butt and shit, you know what I mean? So I'd be like, you know what? Why you got them on show then? Why didn't you go into a fucking change room and fucking breastfeed, huh? You stupid fucking piece of shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's just... that's what I got to say about breastfeeding. I don't know if there's any more, but... if you don't want people looking at your fucking breasts, then don't fucking breastfeed in public, right?
Okay, so hypothetically, I might owe some people a lot of money after betting against the SU chess team. If you don't take those motherfuckers out, you might be out one lieutenant, if you know what I'm saying.
What? Alvin is a oh great, I get to kill one of these, do I? Cool. Alvin is a college student who calls himself the Filipino Slash and runs an illegal collectible card game ring. Go to the abandoned drive-in theater and drink a couple 50s and should make him feel comfortable enough to come out. Brad gave up his lucrative motocross career to become a street tagger. Throw up a tag in the burrito to earn his respect. Throw him out in the open. Anoop, the Indian Hammer. Shecker is a police officer who gives it to criminals as hard as he does his co-stars in porn films. Enough cops on you, and Anoop will respond. He was hoping he's wearing pants. So does he rape his criminals? Frank used to be a rock star, emphasis on used to be. Late night loot grinding got its hooks into him, and now he drives a cab to make ends meet. Give the cab company a call, and we'll make sure Frank is the one who shows up. Scott's delivery guy who saw the wrong thing when he was making delivery. We can't have him talking to anybody. Freckle bitch's food. James is a J-pop star who has a weakness for towny strippers. Okay, so I feel like Anoop is the most deserving. Fuck it, I'll just kill them all. Fuck it. Arena driving. Okay. Jeez, they're going pretty fast. How long have they been going for? Yeah, so that's my stuff on breastfeeding, right? If you don't want people to look at your breast, don't fucking whip them out in public. And you know what? I don't have a problem with breastfeeding in public, just because whatever. But I would if it was you know, if it was like my wife or my girlfriend or something, because I wouldn't want, you know, I wouldn't want my wife or my girlfriend just fucking getting their breasts out in public, you know, because I wouldn't want people to, you know, stare at them or whatever. Because I feel like, you know, like, say like, I feel like, you know, the only person who should see that is me, really. So I wouldn't be comfortable with other people seeing it, because, you know, it should be between a sort of couple, you know what I mean? So where am I going now? Arena driving. Where's the arena then? Shit. I should have really fucking read that, shouldn't I? Why is our territory like so split up? Megacon now. So where am I? Now, on an unrelated note, I know I talked about Apache mode before. The fuck? Which was... oh, that's the one I was at, was it? Yeah, I know I talked about Apache mode before. I forgot where, but I did. And I was listening to some of their songs that I'm hearing before. And one of them is called Blasphemous Rumours, or The Rumour, I think. So it's one of those two. Maybe both. I don't know. But that song is fucking amazing. I'll put... hopefully I'll put a link in the description if I can fucking remember. But that song is fucking... that's good. But then again, what is a good song? I don't think any song is good or bad, to be honest. I said this before, I think if someone likes it, then it's not a bad song, you know, it's just personal opinion. This isn't the place I was at, was it? The fuck?
I sent you the dossiers of a couple of individuals that need to disappear.
The fuck are these? The fuck? Hate poor people and he hates pants. Regardless, he's a disgusting individual and the nephew of my executive producer. The fuck? When he's not sniffing coke off prostitutes, Russell dabbles in archaeology. Fuck. Studies. There's nothing short of a tattooed war god. Eccentric genius who wears a pirate outfit whenever he's in public. Despite his ridiculous choice in clothing, he's one of Stillwater's power players. Yeah, we had him for the fucking... Who's this guy? Larry's a white trash producer who made his fortune when he made a reality show about his brother Helmer's blend into the trailer park crowd by wearing a wife beater t-shirt. There's a trailer park district. Dancing. Okay, I say we get Larry. Let's get Larry. Let's get our wife beater top. They've already got. Look, there's a clothes shop right by here as well. Yeah, but Blasphemous Rumors is fucking. I love that song. It's my favorite of theirs, to be honest. It's really my style. It's really dark and fuck, it's good. It's really good. Fuck. Oh, so I'll put a link to that in the description. And like, it won't be I love how this is the posh shop as well. It won't be like on the oh fuck. What? Oh, it's 'cause it's under, is it? Yeah. Right then, Trailer Park District we gotta find. Saints Row District, Red Light Projects. Oh, there's the arena, alright. Hang on, let me zoom in a bit. Factories, docks, factories, Saints Row. So there's a whole... So Saints Row is an actual place. I guess that makes sense. Because that's where our gang is, I guess it'll be around here, wouldn't it? Trailer Park District, there we go. Okay. Hitman. Yeah, I love that song. It's good. It's basically about... Nah, you'll find out if you listen to it. It's really fucking good.
Thank God for public funding.
Well, anyway, what time is it? It's 22 minutes in, so thanks for watching the shit. And, fuck off.